We're at the Concord Hotel in the Catskills, upstate New York. This is the site for the third legendary Puckett Billiards tournament. At stake, $25,000, a first prize of $10,000. Hi, everybody. I'm Irv Brown. I'm working with Alan Hopkins, who's currently the world 9-ball title holder. The pros really like this tournament because it's a round-robin setup.
This is the type of tournament they're used to playing, Irv. They've played it all their life, and it's the best format to prove who the best player is. It's a round-robin affair. Each player plays each other once, and the best win-loss record decides the winner.
Jimmy Moore is involved in this match. He has 40 points. He's chasing Irving Crane, who is leading with 60. Jimmy Moore, Alan, leads in shots made on the break.
Well, he's playing great. He's breaking the balls hard. He's keeping the cue ball in the center of the table to make sure he has a shot if he does make a ball, and he's making the 7 and the 9 a lot. But beside that, he's playing cool. He's nice and calm, and he's shooting the way he should be.
Well, Jimmy Moore is going to have to be very cool today because he is going against a character, 76 years young, U.J. Puckett. He's second in breaks, and I'll tell you what, Puckett will flat get after you.
This is going to be a great match. He's also breaking the balls hard, keeping the cue ball in the center of the table, and he's making the 7 ball a lot on the break. He's also running out when he gets a chance, but not as much as Jimmy. I don't think he's going to be as close a match as we think.
All right, you heard it from young Hoppy. He has made his prediction. What's going to happen? We will find out. Jimmy Moore, is he going to win it? Well, we'll find out if he can handle U.J. Puckett. All of that coming up right after this message. You describe that?
That's a pool table with a rack of balls and a cue stick. I don't think I can play with that cue stick. It's a little small for me. It's a pretty ring, though.
Does a great job. There's our referee. Got a tough job. On his feet, long
Play
time.
the break.
Here's the break. This is Cowboy Jimmy Moore without the hat. And the big guy, U.J. Puckett.
Moore wins the break.
They're both pretty big, Irv.
They really are. But Puckett was in Kid Galahad. He was the fighter, and he fought professionally.
I'm going to make a prediction, Irv, as long as we're waiting for them to break the balls.
All right?
I think we're going to see a lot of 7 and 9 balls going on the break with these two players. They both break the balls really hard.
Well, if you're interested in statistics, they're 1 and 2 as far as makes on the break in this particular tournament. Moore with 12 shots.
4 ball went in on the break.
Has made the 9 ball twice. That's 16%. That's pretty good.
Choice. Okay.
And he's got a...
the far side.
Once again, in 7 ball, we might point out, Alan, that the fellow who does not break picks the side that he wants to put the 7 in, and U.J.
Safety.
has picked the near side. There's the safety leg.
He played the safety there. You might see he could have made the 1 there, but he didn't want to take a chance and knock the 7 in UJ's side of the corner because he has the 7 ball right by that corner. If he'd have played the 7 in the corner, he may have hit the 7. If he'd have played the 1 in the corner, he may have hit the 7 and made it in UJ's pocket. He didn't want to do that, so he played it safe, and it's not a bad safe. He's left UJ a long, straight-in shot.
He's got them all moving pretty good. If you hear a little laughter in the background, Minnesota Fats just came in. He's got them all giggling. There he is. There's Fats.
Well,
Let's see, what story is this one, about the Maharaji or the king?
He's going to play a safety here, knocking the 1-up table on the bottom rail over by the 7 ball.
Cowboy Jimmy Moore, Albuquerque, New Mexico, 7 children. He's got a pretty good son. Jimmy Jr. plays in Las Vegas.
Well, he's left. I tell you, he's left UJ a chance to make the 7 ball here. I mean, it's a long shot, but if he hits the 1 and hits it into the 7 and makes it in that corner only, or that side of the table, UJ will win. But if he hits the 7 and knocks it on the other side of the table and makes it, Jimmy Moore will win. He made a good hit.
He made an excellent hit.
Made the 6 ball.
And he kicks the 6.
So the 6 goes down.
Continues to shoot at the 1.
And now he's got a chance to win the game, make the 1 and come down table for the 2 ball.
Don't hit that.
We talked about the kick. U.J. Puckett leads in kick performance, and you might explain that, Alan.
Well, by saying he leads in kicks, in other words, every time he's hidden behind a ball and he goes to a rail and tries to hit the ball, he's been successful. He hits the ball,
over there.
and he's 10 for 10.
1 ball.
It's not bad.
Not at all.
The stats courtesy of Pat Fleming from AccuStats. Pretty good pool player in his own right.
Yes, he is. He plays in the pro tournaments.
2 ball.
And Jimmy's got a nice chance here to run off the table. The only problem you're going to have with the 7 ball, 7 ball's in a bad spot.
First game of this set.
3 ball.
Best 4 out of 7. Jimmy Moore is tied for second in the competition with 40 points. Moore, Woods, and Lassiter are all chasing Irving Crane, who has 60. Puckett has 30 points.
My side.
Victor, sir.
He's going to draw the cue ball back down table for the 7. He scratched.
Scratches.
It's hard. You won't see him do that
5
too
ball
often.
is
I can't believe he
respotted.
did that.
Puckett has
That's
ball in
carelessness.
hand.
Ball in hand. As you mentioned, Cowboy got a little careless and he's upset with himself. He's talking to Willie Moscone about the last shot.
7 in the corner.
This is my side, right?
Yeah, he's going to put this
Right
away.
where the 7 is.
Should have no problem here.
You heard him check with Charlie Ursetti to make sure that's his side. That has been a little
Game is
confusing.
Puckett.
It's not confusing right now for Mr. Puckett. You heard Charlie Ursetti. U.J. Puckett, 76 years old. It just beat Jimmy Moore in the first game of 7 ball. Game number 2 coming up right after this.
Ball down table. This is just being a little bit careless. He doesn't put enough right English on the cue ball. And he wants to get above the side pocket, and he catches the side pocket and scratches. Tough break for Jimmy Moore.
Yeah, it cost Jimmy the game.
Game number 2. The Puckett leads 1 game to
U.J.
none.
Puckett. His son is up in the crowd. He is a big guy, too. Looks about 6'4". The other day he said he's going to go wake Daddy up. Was trying to get him up. Puckett came down, didn't play well. He said, I've had too much sleep. He says, I'm never doing it again. This is a man who has never had a job.
There goes the 7 around the table.
He moves them pretty good. You pointed out you thought one of them would make a 7 or a 9 in this competition. They're 1 and 2. As far as
I do.
5 ball went in on a break.
making them on the break, the money ball.
Shooting at the 1.
He's going to kick to the back rail here and try and hit the 1.
Look at here.
And he does. But he's left
1 in the side.
Jimmy Moore a very
Good
easy
shot.
shot.
Don't even hit it.
And I didn't like that shot. He's
2 ball.
left himself a very tough shot. And he makes it. Nice shot.
3 in
It
the
was a
corner.
nice shot. Had to watch the cue ball. He's got the 3 in the corner, Alan. Do you like the way they sit for him?
Well, he's got a little task here to come up for the 4 ball. And
Puts a little draw on it.
he's left himself very tough.
Once again, the only competitor who wears rubber-soled shoes. He's comfortable.
If it were up to me, I'd be wearing sneakers.
You've mentioned that before. I have to agree with you. You're supposed to feel your very best and play your best.
Traction. You feel comfortable in
Yep.
sneakers. Gives you good traction on the floor.
What about the floor, the different tables around the
Ball.
country as far as is the surface now? Hard on your legs? Would have to be.
Oh, yeah. Well, carpet takes up a lot of the shock when you play. You play on a regular floor with concrete floor. You get a lot of
6 ball.
We were talking.
It's hard on your
during-
feet.
During a very good shot. In fact, the one who appreciated the shot the most was U.J. Puckett. Pool players, when they like a shot, slam the pool
7
cue
ball.
on the ground rather than clap. This could do it.
That's
And
a
he
nice
rolls
shot.
it down there
Game is
nicely.
more.
We're tied at 1. The Cowboy from Albuquerque, New Mexico, Jimmy Moore, has just tied the 7-ball competition up. Jimmy Moore is 73 years of age. 7 children. Plays all the games. He's a big basketball fan. He likes to go to the pit down in Albuquerque, New Mexico. He's watched
Game 3, we're tied
Bob
1
King,
all.
Norm Ellenberger,
Some more breaks.
Jerry Colson, all those fellows coaching. He got the nickname Cowboy. Do you have any idea how he picked that one up?
No ball.
No, I tell you the truth, I really don't.
UJ pick a side.
I think, oh yes, I
Inside.
remember he was telling me the other
Jimmy's
day
at the
now.
far
He went
side.
to a world championship in a tuxedo with a hat on and cowboy
1 ball.
boots. So they called him Cowboy Jimmy Moore from then on.
I like it. And there's the Cowboy checking his cue out.
And he's left Jimmy UJ a tough shot in the corner to come down, back down for the 2. And he missed it. And he might have gotten safe here. He may have left Jimmy safe.
Yeah,
No, he's left him a shot, but not nothing you'd want to really shoot at.
You don't write home about this one.
Well, the problem here is he's near the rail, and he's really nothing he can do with the cue ball. Just try and make the 1. And he wants to get a shot on the 2 next, and it's not going to be easy. Unless he can make the 1 on the side. Yes, he can. He can make the 1 on the side. Whether he'll shoot it on the side. Look at the way he aims. See the way he's aiming the cue ball?
Look at the left on it. It goes down. Everything in this game is position, shape. You got to play for the next, not just the next one, Alan. I think as you have taught us all, you play for the whole table.
If you're on the 2, you look to see where the 4 is, so you know what kind of position you want to play on the 3. That was a nice shot.
All right, let's see what kind of shape he gets here.
If he comes around.
Well, a little close to his work.
He's all right.
Yep, he'll cut it, come down. What do you do with the 5 now?
Well, he's going to have to make the 4 first with the 3.
Combination.
And then play the 3
right.
next.
So looking 2 shots ahead, we should only look to 1. Now what do you do with it?
He's got a problem
corner.
because the 5 and 6 are near the rail. And he's going to have to play the 5 and come around the table again for the 6. You're going to see the cue ball travel a lot now. Interesting to tell you, Irvin, and the people at home, that when he does have to play the 5 and he has to go around the table, the cue ball is traveling about 18 to 27 feet. Oh, he may have got perfect on this. Oh, he may have gotten perfect. I can't tell from here.
Yeah, he's taking a look. I'm not sure he likes it that much. Does not have a shot, according to Charlie Ursetti.
No, he should have stayed up by the side pocket and made the 5 and come around the table.
There's sweet Charlie. His father's here with him.
Yeah, he's going to probably try and spin the ball. I don't know if he can spin it in. Well, he's going to play a safety. Tried to play it 2 rails in the side, where if he'd have made it, he'd have won the game because he had the 6 and 7. If he misses it, he leaves UJ like a really tough shot.
This is a scratch shot for the amateur here. What kind of English do you put on it?
Unbelievable.
This is a scratch shot for the pro. This is a tough shot.
UJ looks over and says, Alan, it is unbelievable. One of the things I like about this competition, they're loose, they're mic'd.
Whew. He's going to have to play a safety here. I don't know whether he can make the 5 and without scratching.
I tell you, he's not that way though. He usually lets it all hang out. He does.
Oh, he did. Great
What
shot.
a shot.
Great shot. But he couldn't get position. He had to hit it harder. And if he'd have hit it harder, he would have scratched because the cue ball would have come off the 5 ball more.
Right.
So he hit it easy just to make the 5. Now he's going to play it safe.
Made a nice point. That's a scratch for the pros, not only you guys, you citizens.
Look at this shot.
Yes, it is. It's a scratch for anybody. But all depends on the speed you hit it, Irv. And he's made a good shot. He's left Jimmy a tough cut shot.
Tough, thin cut here.
And it's on what ball, Irv? The 6 ball, right?
6 ball, you got
Toughest
it.
ball on the table,
That's right. Because it blends in with the cloth, something that you've taught us all. And the 5 gives you the best look.
Right. Played a safety.
I think he was trying to cut it in. I think he just missed.
Well, he's left UJ a decent shot. UJ has a long shot, but it's a decent shot. He should make this.
There's the fly that got on you on an open that we saved for the Christmas party. We couldn't use it because that fly just bothered UJ.
And he comes around 3 rails for the 7. And he's left
It's
himself.
my side, right?
Yes.
See,
All
the
right,
cue
he
ball
can
being
do it.
along the rail Irv makes it a tough shot. Wasn't on the rail, it'd be a simple shot, but okay, he makes it.
Game is the Puckett.
Nice shot for UJ Puckett. Puckett and Moore. UJ talking to the crowd. He's won the second game in 7 ball. Jimmy Moore's won 1. The 4th game coming up right after this message. For New York State, the competition 2 games to 1 in this current one. Puckett and Moore. Puckett will break.
Game number 4.
This was the guy they featured on 60 Minutes, the extraordinary hustler. Is that thunder I hear?
Sounds like it.
Well, you've talked many times about how weather
Oh, you're
conditions...
looking at me to see if I was over the line. Is that a foul?
Yes, it is.
That's what I thought.
Well, you heard UJ talking to Charlie Ursetti. He says, is that a foul?
Hits him hard.
He does. We're talking about what the weather will do to your conditions here.
Well, the humidity will make it very tough to play. It makes it sticky. The balls react different.
No ball.
They don't break open as easy. They come off the rails a
UJ
lot
at the far
sharper,
side.
changes all the angles, makes it a very tough game.
1 in the corner, 2 in the corner.
And he's left himself almost straight in, which he doesn't want to be.
The side that Cowboy Jimmy Moore is on right now, that's where he must sink to 7. He made that choice after Puckett broke.
Three in the corner.
And he's in a nice shot there. He'll play the
4
4,
ball
and
in
here's
corner.
where he's got to watch out for the side pocket. He'll come back down table for the 5.
Alan, I'll tell you where he has really impressed me during this competition. When he puts low right or left on, he really makes the cue ball dance. He's worked so many hours at that.
He's got that long 9-ball stroke. See the bridge he's got there?
Mhm.
He missed that ball. But he played safe. He left UJ very tough.
Pretty please. No control.
And he's got to bank the 5 or play a safety here. He's got a pretty good safe.
Let's see if he hooks him.
Safety allowed.
He didn't hook him.
No, he didn't. Hook him, snooker, safety loud.
Bad.
Whatever
Hide
you
him.
want to call it, hide him. Put it in
5
the
in
ball.
corner.
Well, he's got a tough cut shot here. He missed it.
That is a tough shot. Let's see where the 5 winds up for UJ.
What side's over there, right?
Yeah.
We have one fly in Upper New York State, and it's in this court right now, right in the indoor tennis courts,
Off the rail.
which
Oh,
is
he's
a
made-
sight.
Made a good shot.
Yes, he did. The 7 ball must go to
On the other
Mr.
side.
Puckett's left, so he'll draw it back here now.
He'll stop right there if he
Oh,
can.
for the corner shot.
7 ball.
This thing looks like it's over. This would be the 3rd victory for UJ Puckett. Jimmy Moore has won 1 game.
Oh,
Hey, UJ Puckett has won 3. 4 out of 7 decides it. UJ Puckett picks up his 3rd victory in this set with this nice shot. So Puckett going against Moore. Moore has 40 points. Puckett has 30. Right now it's 3 games to 1. Back with game 5 right after this. Against Jimmy Moore, 3 games to 1. My partner Alan Hopkins concerned about thunder, but it was a motorcycle.
Game
Alan.
5.
Jimmy
Puckett leads
Fusco,
3-1.
our advisor, just let us know. I point out Jimmy Fusco, who is our technical advisor, not a bad player. Runner-up in the World Tournament.
Watch the
Or does
7.
he splatter him?
Dang.
He got the 5, or does he? Nope.
Yeah.
He can get the 7 moving
No
that time.
balls pocket on the break. Jim, your choice.
I hit him like a little girl.
Yeah.
Pretty little girl.
That's the same line he used before.
UJ, you had the far side.
Hit him like a girl,
Thank you.
pretty little girl.
Well, he's left
UJ,
Jimmy a
what did
tough
he
shot
say?
here.
What did UJ say the other night? He wanted to be introduced by Charlie Ursetti as the world's greatest 76-year-old lover. There's a scratch. There
Sex
he is.
symbol. He said he
Sex
wants to be a
symbol,
sex
that's it.
symbol. I don't know.
How could you ever have a long face when you're around this guy? This is what it's all about. 76 years old.
Huh.
Hope the
Yeah.
place is waterproof because it's
Over
coming
there?
down pretty good above us, isn't
Over
it?
there.
It's
What
me,
you're talking
right?
about, rain,
Yep.
humidity, is going to change a little in here.
Well, they've got the air conditioning really high. It help keep the humidity out. He's got a chance to win the whole match right here. It's 3-1, and he's at the table. Jimmy scratched on a tough shot. He made the 1. He got a kiss and scratch. And now UJ has an opportunity to close the match out by winning this set. Well, just winning this first set. He'd have to play 9-ball next.
That's what we do. We go 7-ball, then 9-ball, 4 out of 7. If there is a tie, you decide it with 8-ball, 2 out of 3.
And that's kind of a short setter. You know, that's a lot of luck involved there because if you break him one time and don't make a ball, your opponent gets up and runs out. Now, your opponent gets up, breaks him, makes a ball, and runs out. Now, you only had one chance, and that was the break.
This is the longest I've seen U.J. Puckett look over a shot because he's a fast player, but he can win it. And he knows it here.
You know what I would do here? I'd bank the 7 cross corner. I'd hit it right into the side rail and put the cue ball down behind the 6 and the 3 and put the 7 on my side of the table.
All right, let's see what U.J. has decided. You saw Jimmy Moore. He knows this thing could be over.
Well, I didn't like that at all.
7 doesn't move.
Up.
So we have a lot more action.
I can't believe he did what he did. He's really put himself in a tough spot. It was a very poor shot he shot.
No. Look at this hit. What a shot. That was known as the give up.
That's the surrender, says U.J.
Well, Jimmy's got a chance now to win the game. 4-ball's a little funny down the end of the town. I can't tell whether it can go past the 5-ball or not. If it can't go past the 5, he's got a problem. He's going to have to do something a little extra. And here he comes. He's left himself bad. He's got a very tough shot.
You try and put it down in the corner, or do you bank?
Well,
Or do you go side?
I'll tell you the truth, he should play a safety here. He shouldn't even try and make this ball. It's a very tough shot.
Going for the corner.
And he makes it. Great shot.
Cowboy Jimmy Moore out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, trailing in this competition 3-1 with U.J. Puckett.
Watch this shot all the way around the table. 1, 2, 3, 4. Coming down. Does he get 5 rails? No, he's perfect.
His side is straight across from him on the 7, so he'll draw this ball, Alan?
I think he'll draw it for the side pocket.
There it is. Oh my goodness, has this changed? The ball does not stay down. U.J. Puckett can win it.
Game and match, game and set.
That's my side over there, right?
Boy, sometimes you get a chance when you don't think you're gonna.
Get in, get in.
U.J. Puckett. Jimmy Moore left a hanger. And U.J. Puckett has picked up 10 points.
Unbelievable.
You heard him. He now has 40. He's tied with Jimmy Moore. The 7-ball competition is over. This man is the winner. Back with the 9-ball competition right after these words. Murphy.
Yes, he's the first and the only black champion of the world. Won it in '65, and the year he won it, Robert Woods finished 3rd.
So we've got them all here. Willie Moscone, Minnesota Fats, the 2 you're watching right now. This is for 9-ball competition. The lag, Alan. How much do you work on practicing the lag?
You don't work at all on it.
And that's wrong, isn't it? Really?
No, not really, because the lag, there isn't really that much skill in the lag. It's just if you get lucky, because you never know how the rail's going to act when you hit the rail. It's all speed control.
Boy, this is tight. Charlie Ursetti has made his decision. U.J. Puckett uses a talcum. Not too many of the other competitors have.
Luther Lassiter uses it also.
Yeah, you know what? I'm telling you, I was so nice to you when I was getting beat. No kidding, I had 3 or 4 people ask me if we'd been going steady. Yeah. I mean,
Rags Woods trying to keep a straight face.
One the leg and 1 break. 9-ball.
You know, Puckett's been breaking really hard. He broke hard in the 7-ball. Let's see if he keeps up his good work and breaking hard in the 9-ball.
Oh, yeah. He's made 2 9-balls in this competition. That's 13.3%.
Notice the cue ball in the middle of the table.
Mm-hmm.
It's really breaking good.
I hit him good. Kill my rock on the break.
There's the long stroke of Cowboy Jimmy Moore. He's upset with himself. He had that last game. It was over, and he missed a 7-ball.
This is his game, 9-ball. He's a very good 9-ball player.
Jesus.
As far as run-out opportunities, he's second in this competition, 47%. Now that means he's had 21 opportunities, according to Pat Fleming. He's run the table 10 times.
He runs out a lot. He's kind of concerned about the flies. The flies are bothering him. Or he's got a
Ball.
cut shot here. He's going to have to come 2 rails over for the 5-ball.
Oh, no.
Hope he doesn't scratch. No, he's okay. But he's
What
got
do you do with the 5?
Now he's got a tough shot now. He's really left himself tough.
You splatter it, or look for the 9, or do you play safe?
Now he's cutting the 5 in the corner. This is a tough shot.
He just killed the fly. Now, that's pretty good coordination.
Oh, that's a great
what
shot.
A great shot. What a pull shot.
Oh, he caught a bad
hooked
break.
himself. Well, I guess he didn't hook himself.
What a great shot
Yeah,
that was.
He did. Let's take a look at this.
He cuts this ball backwards.
He really does. Eyes in the back
Oh,
of his head.
fantastic shot. He gets a bad break here. He hits the 8 and almost scratches. And not only is it bad enough he didn't scratch, he's got the 8 ball.
Well, he comes out with him
Hiding
a
him.
mache shot. Boy, that was a great cut. That's one of the better shots we have seen.
And he's got, he's done well. He's left a tough shot for UJ. He's left him a bank shot on the 6, and he's got to bring the cue ball back to the bottom rail.
Oh, no.
Oh, he missed it and leaves UJ. Leaves Jimmy
Perfecto.
very tough.
Hidden by the 9, the 8's in the way.
Get over, Charlie.
There are not a lot of angles here, are there? Got to put
Oh, Charlie.
the spin on it again.
He's got to do a little bit of a masse, it looks like here. Yeah, he's got a tough shot here. If he goes 2 rails into this ball, let's see what he's doing. No, he played safe. And he got away with it. Played a nice save.
It's right there.
First game of 9-ball competition. If Moore wins, we'll decide it with the best 2 out of 3 in 8-ball.
Cannot believe it. Unbelievable.
The old-time movie fans will remember this guy. He was in Kid Galahad. We're talking Edward G. Robinson, Betty Davis, Humphrey Bogart. First name basis with him, this man.
He knows them all. He's got himself a... I don't know if he can bank this ball or not. It looks like he's going to bank it cross side. He's going to, and he missed it.
Well, I've done it one time too many.
It's a tough shot.
That is a tough shot. Put a lot of right on it.
Dogged it again. Poochie dog.
Poochie dog.
Poochie.
Even though it's just a tough shot.
6-ball.
Oh,
ball
boy.
hangs.
These pockets are getting tough. You see what I'm saying? The humidity?
Mhm.
Maybe the humidity.
You make
It's
an
raining.
excellent point.
It's raining outside. Very hard. Hear the thunder in the background.
Thin cut here, Alan.
Oh, boy.
Concerned about a scratch here. He doesn't- Oh, look at this.
I'll get behind 8. I'll
Let's
get
see if he
behind
gets
8.
behind
You know
the 8.
that. That's the way he played it.
Think these pockets aren't getting tough?
He played it.
Let it get real
Something-
humid in here, Irvin. It'll be really tough.
Well, it's something that, once again, us amateurs know nothing about. You can't figure out why it suddenly gets tougher, even if you're not a good pool shooter. Yeah, I see what you're talking about. It's raining very hard here in upper New York State.
Here's a masse shot. Elevating the cue, curving it. Oh, and he just misses
So
it.
it's ball in hand.
Watch where he puts it. Oh, he didn't touch the 8. Okay.
It'll be ball in hand now.
Ball in hand. No contact was made with the
UJ
Thing, a lot of
Puckett
things.
with an excellent run-out opportunity here.
Doesn't have to get out from here either.
Like this.
Even though he has ball in hand, the 7 is in a tough spot because you got the 9 and the 8
6 in the
in
corner.
positions where he could get left safe.
Fort
Right
Worth.
in the corner.
May have scratched. No.
Oh, he's going to leave himself something tough.
Boy, he
Now
took a chance there.
Yeah, he did. This man won the Texas Open 3 times.
8-ball in the corner.
He had one run, I forget who he was playing, was amazing in 8-ball. and he went down to the last shot. And the only easy shot he had, he missed. He made some of the toughest shots in this whole tournament.
He's been playing well.
Well, he's a guy, you want him, and you want Minnesota Fats at your tournament because the fans absolutely love him. That'll do it. U.J. Puckett wins the first game of 9-ball. Puckett going against Jimmy Moore. Game 1 belongs to U.J. We'll come back with the second game of this competition right after this message. Well, 21 years ago, this was Jimmy Moore competing in the World Championships, and he's still hanging around, Alan.
Long time ago.
Game 2, the Puckett break. He ain't one game tonight.
Jimmy is retired. He's watching U.J. Puckett break. This is 9-ball competition. It's a rotation game. The one that counts is the 9.
Oh, he's really breaking them hard.
Well, a 1 just went.
He's got the cue ball in the middle of the table, near the middle of the table. He's breaking well.
A lot of people looking up in the sky right here are at the roof. It's raining hard, and they've had some flooding in upper New York State. Metal building.
Well, he's got a nice layout here if he can get on the floor ball.
Boy, it's tough where you have to hold your hand here. And
Got the bridge.
No, he's made a bad shot. He's left himself awfully tough.
Should have used a bridge, he said.
How could I be so dumb?
Left himself awfully tough. He's got to play it in the corner. Watch out for the side pocket. He's going to have to either follow the ball or draw it. He can't just hit a center ball.
How could I have been so ignorant?
UJ is the kind of guy that does laugh at himself, and those guys usually have the most confidence. They're not afraid to let it go.
Here we go. Oh, he tried to play it inside.
And he moved the ball. You heard him mention that to Charlie Ursetti.
Yes, he did. He moved the 7 ball.
4 feet.
Charlie will put it back. That's why the referee, Charlie Ursetti, has to stay alert because he has to put the ball back reasonably close to the spot that was moved. It was unintentional by UJ.
As close as possible where he thinks it was, he puts it.
Cowboy Jimmy Moore.
And he really doesn't have much of a shot here. He's left Jimmy Moore tough.
The Cowboy trails this competition 1-0, lost in 7-ball, 4-1 in that particular set. He's going to like this shot.
He's going to try and spin the ball in the other corner. I don't like this situation here.
Bad things can happen.
No good, no good, no good.
Tried to bank. He missed it. And he's going to line them up. He might get lucky.
Alan, let me ask you a question. Watching Cicero Murphy and Minnesota Fats, Rags Woods in here, are you a good spectator yourself when you go to watch? Because these guys are really into this.
Yes, I watch. When I'm at tournaments, I go and watch my opponents.
Cannot make
when
it.
they play. By doing that, Irv, you learn a lot about the tables and stuff. You see how they react on certain shots. You see how the balls are breaking. And you learn by watching on the table, believe it or not, you learn about the table.
When you were coming up and doing your thing, learning all about it and everything, was there one guy you patterned yourself after? Somebody that you liked his daring or maybe liked his style, his shot making?
Well, when I was coming up, I played a lot with Steve Miserak and Jack Colavita and Ray Martin. We played a lot of straight pool together. But I never copied anybody. I had my own style.
Oh, boy.
UJ leads this competition 1-0.
Combination 4-7.
The like the story you told where you played 2.5 straight days and all you had to eat was tuna fish and you drank tea.
That was with Paul Brucelove out of Detroit. We played for 2 days.
Cowboy Jimmy Moore made a comment that he played 3 days and 3 nights. So every once in a while you get into a match and you just don't want to leave it.
5 ball.
Or maybe you can't leave it. Uh-oh, the 5 bounces out. He's had a couple like that in this competition.
Well, he made a good shot, though. He had to knock the 6 off the rail.
Oh, you did?
And he did knock the 6 off the rail just a little bit so he could make it in the side, but he missed the 5. And he's left a tough cut shot. UJ's going to cut this right in the side. Very thin hit.
This is where he's been at his best. Shots like that.
Scratched.
Yeah, he did scratch.
Tough shot.
So it'll be ball in hand for Jimmy Moore and an excellent run-out opportunity here.
I don't want it anyway.
You got it.
Spot the 5.
5 balls.
Good.
Well, he still has to come down for the 9 ball. He's going to have the 5 and 6, 5 in the corner, 6 in the side. But the 8 ball coming down for the 9 could be a little tricky.
Yeah, that's true.
6 in the side.
We just don't put a lot of
8
left on.
corner.
Now, how do you get back downstream here?
Low right
Broad.
in English.
All right, low right. Let's take a
Low
look.
right. And
Bridge, Charlie.
he's made a bad shot.
Well, what do you do here now? Bank all the way?
No good, no good.
Banking a 9.
He doesn't have a...
Didn't
no,
get his shape.
he's got a
here.
decent bank. But he missed it.
Well, he's left UJ a long shot here.
He's left UJ a blood test.
UJ says, I better get some talcum
ball
on. This is a
corner.
money hole. I have the feeling that UJ is the kind of guy who puts a little garlic on the bullet when he gets his opportunity. He does take advantage. That's been the pattern in this tournament. Let's see if it holds true.
Yeah, it was a good attempt.
Excellent try.
Well,
So Jimmy Moore gets his
Well,
opportunity to try it out.
9 in the corner.
He can tie it. And he does.
Game is
Cowboy Jimmy Moore wins the game. This is the second set of this match. This is 9 ball. 7 ball competition won by Puckett. We're tied at 1 in 9 ball competition. Coming back with game 3 right after this message. The 7 ball competition won by UJ Puckett. He now leads the 9 ball competition 3 games to 2.
Game
It's
6 is the
best
Puckett
4
break.
out of 7.
Leading
And
3-2.
Cowboy Jimmy Moore can come from behind and win this thing, then we'll decide it with 8 ball competition. That's 2 out of 3.
It's a tough break Jimmy got. UJ missed the ball and lucked in another pocket. Cost him the game. Cost Jimmy Moore the game.
2 ball winning on a break.
Now Jimmy's got a chance. Now UJ has a chance to win the competition here. He's got a combination. If he can get down for the 2-9.
you think I mean it, Charlie?
And he's got a chance to win the competition right here. If he
Play
comes
with the
down to
bridge.
play it.
Try to see if he can draw it down.
He wants
is he
to
gonna
bring the
go
cue
high?
ball on the left-hand side. Oh, well, no, he's not going to do it.
Well, he was just content to make it,
Walk
wasn't he?
this ball in here.
I don't understand why
Could have
why
tried
he
to hit
did
the
that.
2 ball and kick the 9.
He's going to hit the 2 ball really thin here.
That's what I'm going to try to do.
Boy, from a long way away. He's got it
Too
moving.
easy.
That was. He had the wrong position. He could
Well,
have brought the cue ball back in a better position to do that.
Jimmy Moore trails 3-2. It's his shot now.
And he's got his work cut out for him. And he missed.
Oh, my goodness.
I think UJ got Jimmy Moore a little upset.
9 still hanging around that pocket, covered up now by the 3.
He's got to be careful here. He doesn't hit the 9 because he'll leave himself safe with the 3 ball.
Yeah.
2 ball.
He could play the 2 into the 3 and knock the 3 up and play the 9 next. See what he does if he just makes the 2 ball. Okay, he just makes the 2.
Now do you try?
No,
Well, the 9 is really kind of locked, isn't it?
he can't
Three
make
ball
the
in
9. He's going to play the 3 ball and trying to come back down table for the 4 ball. A lot of draw English.
Not in that side.
Avoids a scratch. Now he's got the 4.
Well, he's got a tough shot on the 4.
Well, he's got that cut, but he's going to have to lean on the table a little bit.
Yeah, he'll be all right with this. Got to come around for the 5. And he does.
See what kind of shape he gets here.
Makes a good shot.
5 in the corner.
UJ trying to win the competition. If he wins this game, this set is over, and he will have moved into second place by my count behind Irving Crane.
7 ball in the corner.
Lassiter, Woods, Moore, and Puckett all have 40 points. Irving Crane, the leader, with 60.
Well,
8 ball.
he's all right now. He'll play the 8 ball on the side and bring the cue ball from the bottom rail back down for the 9 ball. Little high English. Simple follow shot, just making the 8. Speed is very important here. I wish to hit it. Hit it hard enough.
Come on, Paul. Come on.
See if he
Come
makes
on.
it. Oh, he's
Hurry.
going to have
Oh, he's
perfect.
perfect.
Ball in the
Oh,
corner
my
for game,
goodness.
set, and match.
UJ Puckett.
Match Mr. Puckett.
Oh,
Has just
boy.
won the match. UJ
Wow.
Puckett with a tremendous performance.
I beat another guy. I'm on 10
He
to
won
1.
the
I'm
7-ball
gone.
competition,
I'm a 10 to
4
1
games to
underdog.
1.
I won,
The
so
9-ball competition,
happens
4
all
games
the
to
time,
2 over
right, Ron?
Cowboy Jimmy Moore.
Nice one.
And now, UJ Puckett has 50 points.
Played bad. I didn't have.
There's the winner. UJ Puckett from Fort Worth, Texas, has defeated Jimmy Moore. Gives us a little smile. We'll be back right after this. When you play pool.
I certainly do. I enjoy every minute of it. I've been doing it for 60 years. And it's a nice game, you know. If you don't get stuck on it, you don't play too much.
UJ, you're not only having fun, but you're really playing great. You're breaking the balls hard, which I'm very impressed with. You're breaking them harder than anybody.
I always had the world's best break when I was a good player. All the players knew it, and that's why I was such a tough 9-ball player. But I mean, you know, the older you get, the smarter you get, and you don't hit them so hard, you know.
Well, I understand there's a lot of luck on the break, but you're keeping the cue ball near the middle of the table.
Yeah, right.
So if you do make a ball, you figure to have a shot.
That's it.
And you're taking advantage of it.
Yeah, and I won a good match with Mr. Moore, really. I was very lucky. And Mr. Moore's a favorite. I mean, you picked him, right?
You beat 2 players that are the big favorites of this tournament, Jimmy Moore and Luther Lassiter.
Right, and you picked them both, right? And like I said, please don't pick me against
Please
Pat.
don't get mad at me.
Please don't pick me against Minnesota Pat in my next match. Will you promise?
Well, I don't know yet. I got to see.
We better let this big guy go get a soft drink because he does have to rest. He's got Minnesota Fats coming up. Once again, congratulations, UJ.
Thank you.
Our competition now is getting sticky because this big guy, all of a sudden, now has closed. He's got 50 points. Irving Crane is our leader with 60. And there's a look at the story. So anybody can still win this thing, Alan.
Oh, it's still up in the sky. UJ is playing good. I'm going to have to start picking him, I'll tell you that, because he keeps upsetting every time I pick him. I go against him, he wins. So I'm going to have to start picking him now.
All right. So the competition here, once again, we're going for $10,000, and UJ Puckett just got back in the hunt. He has come back to win over Jimmy Moore. And for Alan Hopkins, this is Irv Brown. Thank you for joining us.